respected DDGs, Deputy Director General from Department of Telecommunication, Sri Sandeep Bharadwaj ji. We also welcome Sri M.K.Yadav ji, our DDG DOT. And our sincere gratitude to respected guest of honor in today's program, Mohammed Ali Shihab, our respected Secretary, IT, Govt of Nagaland. Please welcome him to the table. And now it's time to introduce our chief guest. And we are very grateful to see Sushil Kumar ji, our Additional Director General, Department of Telecommunications, Northeast Telecom. Please welcome him to the table. Now I would like to request Sri Ashim Datta, our Joint Advisor, TRAI Regional Office, to deliver the welcome address.
Where power is distributed among the center and states. And within communication we have the postal communication and there is telecommunication. And that's why Ministry of Communications under the central government which looks after these aspects. And there are two departments, one is Department of Post and another is Department of Telecom. And we are very honored that very senior officers from Department of Telecom are present in this program. And as Mr. Datta already told, TRAI is a statutory body created in 1997 by the Trai Act. And the requirement of creating this institution was to have an independent regulator within the sector. As you know, the mobile telephony started in India in 1995, and the private service providers came and they started providing service. And at that time, Government of India itself was one of the service provider, rather licensee. So there was a requirement of an independent regulator working in a transparent, non-discriminatory, unbiased manner, and that's why TRAI was created. And the mandate given to TRAI, as you know, is to facilitate the growth of the telecommunication within India and at the same time to protect the interests of the consumers. This is the overall, the pseudo-legal structure under which TRAI is working. And this consumer outreach program, basically, if you attend this kind of programs, you will start appreciating the roles played by the central government and the state government as well. Although I mentioned that it is the job, primarily the job of central government, but without the help of state government, nowadays, this is a physical, like railways, telecommunication also is a physical media. Although it is wireless, but ultimately you require towers, and if it is a well line, you need to lay down the fibers.
And to give the PS is connected through optical fiber cable. So definitely the need and all the connectivities are, and we are having this plan to connect more and more. All of you, we are very concerned about 5G services. So it has been rolled out last to last year, and out of districts in Nagaland are having 5G services with around 663 BTSs. As far as now, there is craze of optical fiber connections, which is called FTTH. So in 6 district headquarters, the services are available. As far as coverage of services are concerned, so there are 1535 villages in Nagaland as per RGI 2019 data. So 77 villages are having mobile coverage and 76 are having 4G coverage. So to give the to inform villages, DOT is aggressively following, and we have come out, apart from private operators, they themselves have come out with various schemes. So very first scheme is 4G saturation, in which we are deploying 4G BTSs in the villages. And so for that already 104 towers have been installed. And then another scheme is BharatNet, in which we will connect all the villages. So our GPs in other places we call GPs, here the concept of village councils are there. So all will be connected through OFC in the ring architecture, and remaining villages will be councils are there. all will be connected through OFC in the ring architecture, and remaining villages will be connected on demand basis. All these things was not possible without the active support of state government. So they have really supported Telecom in a very well manner, and the example is our 4G saturation project. So in all the places where it is planned with their help. Also for the any telecom thing, the main thing is ROW, means ki permission for erecting tower, or so they have really facilitated our TSPs and BSNL for doing the work. So they, in real sense, they have acted as enabler for the speedy improvement of telecom services. Right, we are coming out of about 5G labs also for various, so that the new startups, student can test various applications.
This one, Saramati, and I'm planning in April to climb this Saramati peak. Okay, this I want, why I'm telling this, because the students need, in addition to your studies and all, it's very important that you go into the physical football and all. So I would say, as BSNL, as a person heading the BSNL team here in Nagaland, BSNL is back. Somehow, because of so many different reasons, it was somewhere in the cold storage, into slumber, but finally the government of India has given the due recognition that it is a very important sector, it is a strategic sector, and finally that's why the BSNL is retained. And not only retained, now many projects are being rolled out through BSNL, and one of them being what has been described earlier by my colleague Sandeep Saab, is the 4G saturation project. So in this project we are coming out with 330 towers across Nagaland, most of them into the very far recesses of Nagaland. I am very happy to tell you that out of 328, the work is already going plus. Passive infra has been created at around 80 this month itself, by 31st of March. We are planning to, because our transmission is ready, our passive infra is ready, the tower is ready. So 15 of them will be commissioned. Then in addition to this 4G saturation project, there is another program which is BSNL led itself. It's called the phase 9.2. In that again we are going to roll out 160 plus towers, most of them in the urban centers of Nagaland. So with the help of the indigenous technology developed by the TCS and Tejas consortium in the urban centers of Nagaland. So with the help of the indigenous technology, the TCS and Tejas consortium, and this 4G will be having the capability to upgrade to 5G itself. Remember one thing, that for all these communication, though the last mile being the...
They may not be getting the connectivity also, they may not be able to open YouTube or anything. Because what I am trying to say, 4G saturation is going on, and another one is, we have already discussed the BharatNet. Earlier, Nagaland was getting the services from BharatNet. But due to some policy level decision, I don't know the details, and this particular service was prematurely, I think, terminated. So, if possible, place like Nagaland, I think there is always a possibility to look into this particular topic. If there is any possibility, I would like to request the DOT to try. However, kindly consider, is there any possibility for this BharatNet?
It is already planned.
Coming up.
Yeah.
So it's a happy news first for us, all of us. No, see, because what I'm trying to say, because another point, this is a state. We have very limited recreational facilities. We don't have proper natural parks or any what to say, cinema halls, nothing. So most of the people, their recreation facilities more or less related to so that's why whether it is for education, whether it is for life activities, internet or data, internet.
Regulatory Authority of India for coming all the way to the state of Nagaland to organize this consumer outreach program. And as it is, the people, the state are literacy-wise, the literacy rate is quite high in the state, but we are also quite ignorant about all this telecom related services and these activities. And so we are really grateful that you have come forward to highlight all these things and educate our people, especially our dear students, so that they will be equipped with this knowledge and they can become better citizens. And I would like to request all the participants to be patient, listen carefully, and try to get something so that we all become better citizens and will be able to contribute to the society in the days to come. Thank you very much for this time.
Two things in IT as well as the smart devices, smart infrastructure being installed within the houses as well as in the smart cities. So towards this direction, DOT also has taken a number of steps, and DOT last year launched the Sanchar Sathi portal, and on that around 5 facilities were already created, and one facility was inaugurated by the Honorable Minister David Trai on 4th, and that is the Chakchu, means eye. How you can you can be aware about the fraudulent loan offer, or somebody asks that you send your OTP or you send your bank number and other things, so you can report those numbers to that portal, and with that portal even the LEAs, law enforcement agencies, are also connected, and the proper investigation will be done, and the suitable action will be initiated. So paper related to this paper we have circulated among you. Please have a look of that sheet, and also go to the portal, try to have a look of the portal, and if you feel some more that is again a continuous process. So this is very important, and as far as the connectivity in the Nagaland state, I am really very thankful to the government of Nagaland, especially the IT secretary, for providing help in the case of provisioning of space for the towers, the electricity connections, ROW, and we hope that the same type of cooperation will be available in future also, so that the telecom facilities may get extended, and all the district headquarters, at least the district headquarters, are connected on the optical fiber cable, whether it is laid underground or it is laid overhead. Even the Power Grid Corporation, they laid the optical fiber cable in their neutral conductor, and those cables are also taken on lease. The National Highway Authority of India and CPWD have already been given directions from the DOT headquarters to lay the optical fiber pipe on the center verge, so that that pipe is not damaged by anybody, and the optical fiber cable can be laid, and that fibers can be used for the smart cameras on the highways, smart traffic lights, and so many other purposes, and even for the that fiber can be used by the telecom service providers for the mobile BTS. So at least every district is required to be connected on optical fiber cable devices, like SpO2 meter. You in the COVID time, you people might have seen the SpO2 meter for mainly oxygen levels. And suppose this SpO2 meter is having the Bluetooth connectivity. You are having connectivity in your mobile, and from that the oxygen level comes to the that data comes to your mobile phone, and from the mobile phone it can go to the physician or the cloud. So similarly, such type of various devices can be created. Even the portable ECG machines has been created by the startups in Bangalore, and Bark also. Bark has created the portable ECG machine. So such type of devices can be provided in the rural areas, because the expert doctors are not available in the rural areas. But the connectivity is very important, and the applications can be created. One laptop or tab can be given to the in villages, like to Anganwadi workers. I don't know here Anganwadi workers are there in the villages, and those devices may be given, and they may be trained to use the laptop or the tab, and the biometric authentication may be made, and that particular page related to the concerned person will get open, and those devices will transmit the data automatically from the woman to the laptop, and that will get entered. No manual intervention, and this facility is called as a machine-to-machine communication, or the Internet of Things. So such type of devices will be quite helpful in the rural areas, where we don't have the good hospitals and the expert doctors, and all doctors sit in the urban areas. And this data will be transmitted to the cloud, and where the doctors can, even the artificial intelligence, AI ML algorithms can be created, AI algorithms, and this advice can be further transmitted to the individual on their smartphones. So such type of facilities will help. And you see, in the COVID period, there was a lot of problem, especially in the rural areas, related to the education and the healthcare. And the government is very much committed. Like for the BharatNet, this 100 MB bandwidth is being provided in the BharatNet to the Gram Panchayats. And from this 100 MB bandwidth, 30 MB probably is reserved for the education and maybe for the healthcare. So similarly, once we are having the 5G towers, 4G towers also, so we will be getting the umbrella coverage, and anybody can have their personal devices also.
Nagaland TV, Sob Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.